Shaq calling out Rudy Gobert. I don't think any one of us saw that coming. It's your boy Sub up in here. We're going to kind of dive deep into what recently just went down, but I simply want to ask y'all if you can give this video a quick like. It takes 2 seconds and it really helps more people see the video, so would really appreciate it, everybody. But let's get straight to it. So take a look at Shaquille O'Neal's posts. As you can see, he is posterizing Rudy Gobert, and he is saying, I would have had 45 and 16 rebounds, 10 missed free throws in 3 quarters. He would have had 11 points, 4 rebounds, and fouled out in 3 quarters. He literally caught the world by surprise because this literally came out of nowhere. The first comment, lol, what did Rudy do to deserve this? And then number 2, Shaq, why are you on his neck? And like all the comments are pretty much like that because this really like this is pretty crazy. Now, clearly there is an explanation as to why Shaquille O'Neal kind of said this narrative, and we're going to kind of go with some quotes that he said on a podcast earlier. No idea why he had to make the post and things like that. Like, I rock with Shaq, I'm trying to say, like, I'm not hating on him, but this one was just a little bit, not his best take, if you will. But Shaq always says it how it is. So he says right here, I'm not going to hate, but this should be an inspiration to all little kids out there. Shaq said, you averaged 11 points in the NBA, you can get $200 million. So my man literally saying it how it is. Another quote right here, he's got a great agent, and I'm happy for him and his family, Shaq said of Gobert. With the new rules, you have a pot of money, you have to spend that money. I'm happy for him, but this is a moment for a lot of kids who think they can't make it. So pretty much what Shaquille O'Neal, I would assume his narrative and his mindset is to inspire the millions of kid followers that he has to say, yo, you can make a lot of money in the NBA because we have others doing it. But the way he went about it was pretty much giving huge shots to Rudy Gobert. And yes, Rudy Gobert is nowhere near Shaquille O'Neal as a player. But when it comes down to the limited supply of big men you have in this league and the money that Utah had, you best try your best to keep him because he averaged 15 and 15 last season. And right now, you ain't going to get anyone else. There's really no one available. We have not an ample supply of big men. And that's why Utah had to give him the bag because he still did some amazing work for this franchise, right? So personally, I don't really, agree with Shaq really just calling him out like that. I think that's just a little bit too much, man. But Shaquille O'Neal, and he does whatever he wants, and he will do whatever he wants because he's Shaq. And I was reading a report as well, and Rudy Gobert himself, after hearing this news and whatnot, he said there's no beef. There's no beef, right? Shaq has no beef with Rudy Gobert. That's just how it is. Like he just says whatever he says, right? In TNT, he'll say whatever he wants to Charles Barkley about the ring. So he's just keeping it 100. I don't think this is something that all of us should take super seriously because Shaq just does what he does. Do I agree with what he said? No, I don't. I think he could have said something else, or maybe just limited to a podcast opposed to actually making, a post over it and dunking over him when my man didn't say or do anything. But it is what it is, man. I think at the end of the day, Rudy Gobert is getting a bunch of publicity, and hopefully this will motivate him to even do better. Number 2, he's still going to be getting all that money, all that bag. I think one of the biggest contracts that a big man has ever gotten in the NBA. So, just because of how time progresses, it's much more than, most big men in the past as well. So, happy for him, for his contract. Clearly, he's been through a lot, especially last year, making some moves that I'm sure will regret for a long time, but we hope and he hopes that he's learned from them and he's trying to grow. So that's that, man. That's life for you right there. But he is definitely, one can't argue that even him and Mitchell, when they've had some of those bugs with each other, hopefully they're fixed now. But 100% on the court, they had it down. They had that chemistry, and I think that's also another reason why they gave him this extension, because they see the synergies between these two players, and he is their franchise big man, and Mitchell is their franchise guard. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy for them. Shaquille O'Neal, he is a funny dude. He says what he says. He did what he did, and that's it. He ain't looking back. He ain't gonna regret it. He's Shaquille O'Neal, man. That's his life for y'all, everybody. So in the comments down below, I want to hear from y'all. I share with you my stances. I told y'all I don't agree with what Shaq did. He could have gone about it better, but that's just Shaq. You know what I'm trying to say? But I want to hear from y'all. Maybe there's some of you guys who think there was nothing wrong with what he said. Let me know. Maybe there were some people in the comments down below who are literally going to be like, yo, I hated that, and that was absolutely a pure form of denigration, and I don't agree with it at all. Let me know in the comments down below. I want to hear your thoughts. Like this video if you haven't, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.